Hello, welcome to Get Your Cook On, the show that encourages you to eat healthy while sticking to a budget. I'm Jonny and I'll be guiding you through today's recipes. Today we're going to make a tasty spag bol with a cheeky cocktail for later, but right now it's time to find out what you need with the ingredients. Minced meat, chopped tomatoes, all our veg, spaghetti, cheese and some oil. Is get all our bits and bobs that we need. Just bring that over there like that. And we're going to start chopping them up and getting all our vegetables prepared. I'm going to start first with the courgette. Just going to use half a courgette there and just chop it up as fine as we can, like that. Chopping it all as finely as we can. This will add some flavour. Now, some of you, you might not be into vegetables. Now, you'd be really surprised what kind of flavour that they do give to the bolognese. It really helps, and it's really good for you as well, to be honest with you. So if you're not a vegetable person, try it. You'll be very surprised with the flavour that it does actually give you. Right, so once I've got that in, move to our onion. We'll just do half an onion today. Oh yes, guaranteed to make you cry. Let's chop the ends off the onion there. Let's take away the skin. There we go. Now we can chop. Just as finely as you can, and in you go. Just like that. Any excess there, just straight in. Right, next we've got your celery. Just cut the end off, because you don't really want that in your food, do you? So just chop that off there, get that out of the way, and we'll chop your celery up. There you go, so you don't need to be totally professional, but just take your time. And this really will add some nice flavours in your bolognese. Great. What we're going to do now is cut the pepper. We just need about half of it there. If you've got any seeds or anything in there, just sort of cut them out. Anything that doesn't look particularly attractive, just get rid of them. That's what I always say. If it doesn't look good, get it out of the way. And then you want to just be cutting this best you can across, and then down like that. Just as fine as you can. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. And a delicious way to have your dinner. Brilliant. Okay, now we've got the mushrooms now. Again, just mind your fingers. I'm going to just put about 3 mushrooms in, that'll be fine. The mushrooms really do add a lot of flavour to your meal, especially to the bolognese. There we go. So once you've chopped your veg, just pop it to the side there. And now it's time to get your pan nice and warm, ready for your mincemeat. There we go. Just have it on a medium heat to kick you off. Get a little bit of oil, like so. Just pop that in the pan. And you just want to be just swirling that around, just so it's evenly distributed around the pan. So we're ready now to put our mincemeat in. Now you do actually get quite a lot when you buy your mincemeat. So if you're not going to use that much, bag it up, pop it in the freezer. You could save it for another rainy day. and prolong its life. So in goes the minced meat. And what we're looking for is for it to go nice and brown. That's what we want. Just keep turning and tending to it. Like so. You see that there? We're getting there now. Yeah. Right. Now that now looks pretty brown. That's ready to come off the hob. And what we're going to do is, because obviously a lot of cheap meats do produce quite a lot of fat, we're going to pour it just into this little container here. Now the reason I'm not pouring it down the sink is because in years to come you'll have the plumber out and your sink will be blocked. So it's cheaper to do it properly in the long run. That's it. Try and pour out as much of that as you can. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit left, but just try and get as much as you can of the oil out. There you go. Fabulous. Right, now we are ready for our vegetables. So we're now ready for all of our chopped tomatoes and tomato puree. So first of all, we'll put in our chopped plum tomatoes. Tinned tend to be cheaper, tinned tomatoes. And then I'm going to put in the tomato puree. We probably need just about, say, 1 inch to 1.5 inches going in there, just to give it some extra flavour. What you're going to do now is just stir this in, like so, just increase the heat a little bit. And we're going to begin to add our veg. Just stir that in first. Now it's time for the vegetables. In there you go, just pour them in so you don't get any splashes. That'll probably do it. Again, just sort of turning it over, depending on how big your frying pan is. And it does actually smell delicious. You're really going to enjoy it. And what we'll do shortly is we'll season it with some garlic, salt and pepper, and some natural herbs as well, just to really bring out the flavours and spice it up. And what you can do is, maybe you like a bit of red wine. Well, it's great to drink with red wine, but even better, we're putting a glass of red wine in it. Why not? Whatever your preference is, it could really, again, you'll bring out them flavours, which is what you want from this meal. So popped a pan on there now with hot water. And what you need to do is, once it's hot enough, your spaghetti goes straight in, just like that. And over time, as it gets even hotter, it will slowly make its way inside the pan. And how do you know when it's done? Well, it's very simple. If you get a strand out later with a piece of fork and flick it either on a cupboard or a tiled wall and it sticks, it's done. If it doesn't, a little bit longer. So we'll just keep an eye on things now. Things are going nice and steady in the kitchen. Just turning over your bolognese. Now I've done my vegetables a lot chunkier because I like the juice that they give. When you bite, you get a lot more taste, I find. But, you know, each to their own. If you're not into vegetables, then chop them finely. The choice is yours. Right, I'm going to add my herbs now. I've got a little bit of salt. Got some pepper as well in it. I'm a big fan of garlic. So I'll pop a bit of garlic there. A little bit more. And we've got some nice dried oregano. And some natural herbs, whatever you've got in the kitchen really, just to season it well. And just stir that in. Look at that. You can really smell the herbs and the oregano coming out now. And a hint of garlic. Just mix it all in nice with your veg and it will be absolutely wonderful. Right, so just keep stirring your pasta. Now I think this is just about done, so we're just gonna grab a strand. It is quite hot, so mind your fingers. What we're gonna do is throw it at the cupboard door, and look at that. Sticks to the door, it's done. So we're gonna drain the pasta now. Over here in the colander, in the sink. Like so. As much as we can out. Get rid of all that water. Just get yourself a nice bowl, just like this, very simple. And then just pop out your pasta just into the bowl like that. Try and keep it as tidy as you can. Come on, out you come. And you. There we go. Got your pasta all nicely in there. And then you want your bolognese. Just gently. Nice on top. Wonderful. And finally, just dress it with a nice bit of cheese. There we go. And serve. Ooh, treat of the week. Now it's time for our cheeky cocktail of the week, and it's a woo-woo. That's right, we've got our blender here, cranberry juice, a shot of vodka, and half a shot of peach schnapps. And of course we've got some ice as well. So first job is, get your cranberry juice, pour it in there, your shot of vodka, straight in, and your half a shot of peach schnapps. And then you've got some ice as well. Just add the ice straight in to your blender, and this will probably take about 10 seconds. There we go. Let's have a look. Now look at that. That is what I call a cheeky cocktail. So if you want to get involved with the show next week, we'll be making stuffed peppers with risotto and some unusual oat balls. Here's the ingredients that you need. Tip of the week. So for my top tip of the week, maybe you've got too much bolognese left and you don't know what to do with it. Stop, don't throw it away. What you can do is add some mild chili powder and some kidney beans to it. Thoroughly reheat it, and guess what? You've got a chili con carne. Add some rice or maybe even a baked potato. So there you go, that's the tip of the week. So if you've got any recipes you want to send to us, it's simple. Send me an email at getyourcookon@viewio.tv, or maybe you want to see some of the great shows that we do. Viewio.tv is the place to be. Until then, we'll see you next week. Bye.